What's going on, everybody? Mortem here, this time bringing you a rune farming solution for Elden Ring. Now, as the title should tell you, this is a very late game method, but if you are late game, like probably 80 or 90 plus, and you can reach this area, the amount of runes you can get is nonsense. But first, let's talk about how to get there. So you need to make your way to an area called Consecrated Ground, or the Halig Tree, and it's actually an optional area that you don't go to during the story. But in order to get there, you have to find 2 halves of a medallion to take the Great Lift of Rold to an optional area, which is how you get to the Halig Tree. But even once you get there, you're not done. Now, the 2 halves of the medallion can be found past Commander Niall at Castle Sol in Mountain of the Giants, and then the other half can be found off an NPC in Lake Lemuria, just south of a village. The NPC will just give you his half of the medallion once you talk to him a few times. And then for the one in Castle Sol, you do actually have to kill Commander Niall and then go past him, and the medallion will be in a chest nearby. Now, that's how you get to Consecrated Ground, but we're not done yet. Once we actually get there, you have to go to the southwest of that map until you find a portal that is soaked in blood. You take this portal to part of the underground area of the world, and you follow the linear path. Now, this is actually what leads you to the optional boss, Mog, as our farming spot is just outside of his battle arena. Now, right before you get into his area, there is a group of enemies right here, all clustered very close together. So the key to doing this is having a big AoE attack, which by level 80 or 90 you should have. But we're going to use that big AoE attack to attack this very tightly knit group of enemies. Now, individually, the little red guys are worth about 2,000 apiece, and there's 7 of them, which gives us 14,000, and then the big guy, who's actually the most dangerous one here, gives us 6,000 runes when he dies, which means we are gaining 20,370 runes every time we kill these people. Now, while you use these runes to level up, you can eventually do this even faster, but I found on average, you're going to be able to kill these guys about once per minute if you've got the damage for it. At 20,000 runes a pop, there is a site of grace literally almost right next to these people, which will allow you to rest, regain all your stuff, reset the enemies, kill them again, and you can again kill these guys probably once per minute, which is going to give you 20,000 runes per minute, which is going to give you 200,000 runes every 10 minutes, which brings us to about 1.2 million an hour. This is a very handy way to level up later in the game when you've done much of the optional stuff already, and you're mostly just looking to grind out levels to take on optional bosses, etc. But once you hit late game, again, level 80 or 90 or so, this is a very, very effective way to level. And once you level up a bit, like 150 plus, you can actually start killing these guys almost in one shot, which will allow you to actually get even more than 1.2 million an hour. However, around level 170 or so, the required runes to level up is more than 200,000. So you're only going to be leveling up a few times per hour anyway, even with that amount of runes. So something to keep in mind there. But all that said, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the guide. If you did and you found it useful, please consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz. But regardless of any of that, truly, just thank you so much for watching. May you wander in wisdom and have an amazing day.